Hello everyone. I hope I'm audible loud and clear.
Yes, sir.
Awesome.
Yes,
Thank you.
yes, sir,
We'll
sir.
wait another 1 or 2 minutes and then we'll start. We'll wait another 1 minute and then we'll start. Okay, let's get started. Hello everyone. Very good evening. So first of all, thank you. Thank you so much for joining the session today. So today we're going to discuss about the Azure, right? Which is one of the, I can say, largest cloud vendor product, which is powered by the Microsoft. Let me introduce myself first. Okay. So my name is Ameya Vaidya. Okay. So basically, I'm born and brought up in Nashik, and currently I'm earning in Pune. So by Aadhaar card, I'm a Punekar now. So totally, I'm having more than 15 years of experience in the industry. So I'm from the completely infrastructure, networking, security background. So I started my first job with Quick Heal, okay, where I'm managing the enterprise customer. For example, for the firewall, for endpoint solution, mobile device management, etc. And in career, okay, I got opportunity to work as a technical trainer as an for the enterprise customer. So there actually, okay, almost 10 years back, 1 decade back, I got opportunity to train the people. So I travel in their country, some overseas country as well to train the quick heal, okay, technical or the enterprise customer. And after serving more than 5 6 years, okay, also switch my job to the different organization. And my last organization was college or current. Okay, the college is known for the vulnerability manager. We have a policy compliances, then cloud securities and everything. So 6 years back, I got the into I got came to know about the cloud, right? So earlier we provide the security architectures, everything we do it for the on-premises infrastructure. But there is an agent which compatible with the cloud, whether it is AWS, Azure, GCP. That time I came to know about the this cloud. And this cloud is nothing but it's like a love at first sight for me. Fortunately, I got a training from the Microsoft and AWS as well, because I'm the part of implementation team where we have a different customer and we work on the different cloud vendor. So I completed the certification, different certification of AWS, Azure, and GCP as well. So currently, my job role is to implement a security on AWS, GCP, right? That is Google Cloud Platform, Azure, Oracle, OCI, and in China there is an Alibaba. So my current job role is to implement the security on the different cloud product, and also managing the entire the console. So where we talk about the scalability, where we talk about the high availability, redundancy. So I'm managing everything for my client. Okay, whether they are the AWS, whether the GCP or Azure. So mainly the large, if you say that, my main brain or cup of tea is Azure and AWS. So I also completed a certification. So I have, okay, more than two certification for Azure. I also have a certification for the AWS. Okay, I have total 5 certification of AWS, and also have some non-technical certifications like in ITL and all. And I'm doing this freelance and technical training from more than 5 plus years, because I found that the training is my passion, and if the passion is become your profession, then it's a beautiful combination. So I follow the combinations, right? And I'm doing the freelancing training as well. Then I'm also leading the AWS user group Pune, which is the largest community. So where I'm managing the entire community. Okay, so every month we have a meetups where we discuss on the different topic of cloud. So whether it is a cloud security, whether it is the infra of the cloud, whether the AI, ML, or different things. So every month we gather no on some of any one organization, and in that organizations, okay, we conduct the meetups. Oh no, so there are 4 or 5 sessions and everything. So I'm leading that group as well. Then, okay, I'm also a speaker. Okay, so I already travel, okay, across the country for my different speeches. I'm a technical presenter. I'm also a technical speaker as well. So whenever I got opportunity, okay, I give my speeches on a different topic of the cloud, whether it is the AWS, whether it is Azure, whether it is GCP. Okay, so recently also got selected my CFP, that is called for a paper is selected for the Kolkata. So next month I'm also traveling to Kolkata on the topic of multi cloud management, that is for the Azure, GCP, and the OCI as well. Then I'm also a consultant for the multiple the colleges. Okay, so I'm the consultant for the PCCOE, DY Patil. Okay, so these are the autonomous college where I help them. Okay, for the design the syllabus. Okay, I was also conduct the couple of hackathon there. Different hackathon, and also gave my so every 6 month or 7 month they also conduct, and they also invite me, and we also discuss on the different cloud products. Okay, so here you can see this is one of the photo for the MIT, then DY Patil and the PCCOE. And let's suppose if I'm not doing anything, right? So let's say I have a time, so you will find me somewhere in the nature. So that's my hobby, that's my passion. Okay, so everyone has to maintain their passion, because obviously we busy an entire week, and this some your passion, right? It's nothing but your healing process, okay, which help you to heal everything, and then you can start the your new journey from the next Monday onwards. So that's it about me, folks. Now today, okay, we are here gathered, okay, for the Azure, right? So that's the one of the cloud product. Okay, just give me a second. So today, okay, I'm going to give some information about the Azure, how exactly you can start your career, okay, in Azure. Why exactly important? that I'm going to explain. But before actual start the syllabus, right? Or explain what exactly the Azure, let me ask you a very simple question to everyone. So now folks, let's suppose this is your Ola and Uber. Okay, and here you can see this is your personal car. So now what do you think, what benefits you will get if you are using the Ola and Uber instead of your personal car? You can type your answer on the chat or you can speak, whatever you prefer. So my question, I again repeat. So for an example, here you can see this is your Ola and Uber and here is your personal car. So what do you think, what benefits you will get if you are using the Ola and Uber instead of your personal car? You can type the question on the chat or you can speak. Everyone can expect your reply. So let me start. For an example, once you book the Ola and Uber, right, you don't need to drive the car because you will get the a driver. So we just need to sit and relax. So what do you think? What benefits you will get? Come on, folks. I'm waiting for your answer. I hope I'm audible. I can't hear
Uh,
you.
we can book one car only instead of Ola.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
No need to buy a car and less amount, spend less amount.
Exactly. Exactly. So here what happened? You don't need to buy the car. It means what? This is a completely pay as you go services. Right. So let's say today you travel only for the 10 kilometer, then you just need to pay only for the 10 kilometer charges. Right. But in case
But
here,
but
okay.
sorry to interrupt, but it's not available in the villages, right? We have got to the hometowns. Those is not
Yeah,
available Ola
correct.
cars. Right?
Correct. Exactly correct. Okay. So this is just an hypothetical example. Right. So everywhere, obviously, the Ola is not no available. But let's say in case if it is available, then what exactly the benefits? Make sense? Hello?
Yes.
Yeah. So as just now you someone say that, okay, we don't need to buy the car, right? So here what happened? This Ola and Uber, it means it's a completely pay as you go services. So whatever you pay, you just need to pay the charges. That's it. You don't need to buy the entire car. If you have your personal car, then you need to pay a lot of money. It means what? There is a huge investment. So that's the first answer, pay as you go services. What do you think? What is the next, folks? What do you think? What is the next? So you said that, okay, it's a pay as you go
Risk,
services.
risk depends on Uber or Ola drivers and Ola Uber also.
Can you
Not
can you elaborate more?
actually, if you have own car and drive, then more risk and
Hmm.
like any type of accident, and then
Hmm.
just
Ola is responsible.
yes, Ola agent Uber is responsible.
Right. So it means what? The maintenance? You mean to
Yes,
say, right?
Is
Your main thing is that
sorry, give it
maintenance.
example. I think you are try to convey that on premise and cloud both are different, right? Ola is cloud and
Yeah,
one
allow me
car is
some time. Yeah.
on premise.
Yet yella babu, wait.
Correct.
Yeah. So what I'm trying to say that here, this specific one, right? This the Ola and Uber. So here you don't have any kind of the maintenance, right? Now when I say a maintenance, it means what? So let's suppose there are different type of maintenance, right? So let's say yearly maintenance. So you have a yearly maintenance as well. Here also you have a yearly maintenance, but who is the responsible? The customer is responsible for the maintaining the car, right? Then here you can see, okay, this Ola and Uber, the maintenance is taken care by the Ola and Uber driver only, not us. And there are also some running maintenance as well, right? So running maintenance, it means what? You're traveling somewhere and your, headlight got, something happened, or let's say your tire got punctured. Then obviously the Ola and Uber driver are the responsible for to maintain this, not the customer, right? So first you say that, okay, it's an pay as you go services. Then second, we don't need to pay maintenance. Third SK, I got the answer that we choose mini or SUV based on the requirement. Correct. It means what? We can upgrade it and we can degrade it based on the requirement. Now, what exactly it means? So let's say for an example, okay, today you're traveling single person, right? So you can book a mini or let's say, or you can, book the more lower cost or lower cost car as well. But in case, let's say you're traveling with 5, 6 member, right? So obviously those specific mini car is not matching with your requirement. So instead of that, what we can do, we can book a higher version. And after next day, right, again, if you are traveling, okay, again, you can book the mini car as well, because now your requirement is less. So whenever you want, you can upgrade it. Whenever you want, you can degrade it as well. Another benefit is that obviously here we don't need to, worried about any parking, parking space for, okay, Ola and Uber. That is the headache of their own, Ola and Uber driver. When I say the parking, it means what? Why we need a parking? Because obviously for the security purpose, right? Any hardware theft or let's say any damages, for that we are looking for the secure parking always. So that is also a responsibility of Ola. Now, why I'm saying this, or why I'm praising this Ola and Uber in middle of this session? Because as Yella Babu said, right? So this specific, right? The Ola and Uber, it means what? This Ola and Uber is nothing but your cloud, right? And this personal, your car is nothing but your on-premises infrastructure, right? So now here you will also get a same benefits. Now what exactly the benefit here? You can see the first, as you say, that maintenance. So in case of on-premises, okay, the rest, the maintenance is taken care by the Azure. And here in on-premises, we are the only responsible for all type of maintenance. In case of any hardware failure, let's say RAM or let's say rack or something, you are the responsible to replace it. But in case of Azure or any cloud, if anything is happened, then you are the then Azure will be replace the hardware with no additional cost. Now let's say when I say upgrade, right? So now what exactly it means upgrade? Let's say you launch one virtual machine. Or let's say there is a QA guy which come to you and he said that, okay, I want to test one application. And to test that application, what I required is I required, let's say Linux machine, where I have 2.4 gigahertz, 8 GB of RAM and 40 GB of hard disk. Now, if you are working on premises, there is a lot of time, okay, but procure the hardware. You need to go with some specific process. And after a couple of days, you will get your hardware. But in case of Azure, you can immediately, okay, launch the virtual machine within a 1 and 2 minute and the person can access from anywhere. Now use case 2. Now let's suppose that same person comes to you and say that, hey, now I already tested my application on 18 GB RAM. Now I want to test this specific application on 4 GB of RAM. Can you please degrade this? Now again, in case of on-premises environment, again, degrading again the additional cost. Okay, it gives you some additional cost and degradation of the machine. Obviously, there is a no save in a cost. But in case of your Azure or your cloud, degradation, it means what? Hardly it will take 1 minute to degrade the hardware and you just need to pay as per your services. It means if you degrade the hardware, it means what? There is a cost saving as well. Same thing here. Same thing. Infrastructure, obviously, we are not going to manage the infrastructure, the physical security of the data center, right? The security theft, everything is okay managed by the Azure instead of your personal car. Sorry, your on-premises vehicle. So that's the reason, right? That's the reason cloud has their own entire industry. So most of the organization, they already migrated to AWS, Azure, GCP, Oracle, or they are currently in the process of migrating their application from their on-premises to the different cloud vendor. Now, for an example, I'll just ask you the simple question, right? Now, let's say today is almost 8 p.m. Now, let's say at this time, 8 p.m., what do you think? How many people are currently watching the GeoStar? Can anyone tell me? What do you think? What is the number? Geo Hotstar?
I'm using Geo.
How many people are, I mean to say in entire India, how many people are currently watching the GeoStar at this time, 8 p.m.?
At least 1 crore people.
One, okay,
1 share.
okay,
More than 1 crore.
okay,
More than 1 crore.
okay. And tomorrow, when we have a match, then
It will
60
be
crores.
it means what? They have a huge load, 100x load tomorrow at the same time. Am I correct? Because we have a final, okay, on Saturday or Sunday, I guess. Am I correct? So it means they have a 100x load on their GeoStar. So what do you think? Are they going to manage the hardware? Because why? Because whenever there is an IPL or whenever there is a cricket match, only that specific time they require higher compute capacity. But for other time, obviously they don't require this much compute capacity to stream their entire application. So in this case, what happened? They migrated already to the Azure. So Geo Hotstar that you are currently watching, right? So it show 4 crore and all. So actually it means what you are currently connected to the Azure. So the entire Geo is based on the Azure infrastructure only. Okay. Understood benefits here? Everyone? The benefits?
Sir, why can't only Azure? We have multiple clouds are there, right? AWS, Snowflake,
Yes, correct.
GCP.
Correct.
But GeoStar, is it Azure only? Is other cloud as well?
Yeah, so the most of the application they are on the Azure only.
Okay.
Yeah. So see, in organization, it's not like that you have only one cloud platform. For an example, in my organization, okay, we are using multi-cloud platform. So whether it is AWS, GCP, Azure, and all, because every cloud platform, they have their own USP. Okay, different USPs, a unique selling point. They have a different feature. And another thing is that they also have a cost factor as well. So it may possible that I'm launching the virtual machine on an AWS, but when we talk about the AI ML application, I'm using the GCP. For container, I'm using my workload on a Azure. So in organization, it may possible that you are running your workload on a multi-cloud environment. And for that, organization is also using multiple applications as well. Make sense? Sorry, who asked the question?
Understand.
Yeah, okay. So now what I'm trying to say here is that in cloud computing, okay, what happened exactly? So on and right. Okay, so on and off. It means what? Whenever you require, then you can on it, and whenever you require, you can simply shut down as well. And whenever you temporarily shut down, it means what? You are saving the cost. If you purchase your on premises, it means you already paid everything. Okay, so the main benefit of the cloud is called capex turn into the opex. Now, what exactly it means? It means to use this application, you don't need any kind of hardware. So this cloud, it means what? It is a variable cost to the company. So the main benefit of the cloud is capex turn into the opex. And obviously here, the more, it's growing the fast because why? Because Azure also, they change their hardware. So every year or even 6 months, they also have, they upgrade the hardware. Because as you know that now currently everyone is on AI and ML, and they process different workloads. Obviously, they require some higher GPU, right? To process everything, they need to train the model for the AI and ML, and obviously for that, they need some higher infrastructure, higher GPU base. So they are also growing the faster. And here you can say unpredictable bursting, unpredictable bursting. It means what? Like your Geo, right? Geo Hotstar. That is what? That is completely unpredictable, right? So you cannot predict that, okay, on the final match of the Champions Trophy, whether it is the 10 crore people or 20 crore people watching the match. Might be if you are on the winning stage, then it might be have a huge number of. And if you have a performing very bad, then obviously there is a less okay streaming as well. So in the cloud, you cannot predict. So for that unpredictable balance, okay, you also have a different computing, auto scaling. So whenever we have a higher demand, this Azure launch the auto scaling, it means higher computing. And whenever you don't have any kind of the stream or let's say workload, you can also degrade it as well. So these are the main benefit of the cloud. So Azure here, you can see, okay, you have a different certifications. So in currently, okay, so the main one, so that is a Azure of fundamentals, and the number is AZ900. So this is for the base of the entire Azure. Because if you want to learn some language, obviously you need to understand the wording and then grammar, and then you understand it. Now the same thing here, you need to start your career in Azure with the Azure fundamental if the Azure is completely alien for you. So see, this Azure is not any kind of the technology, it's a product. Like an AWS, GCP, Oracle, these are what? These are the products, right? This is not, they are on the cloud technology. So to understand the product, you need to understand the basic things. So you can go with the Azure fundamental, or let's say if you want to make a career only on the AI, cloud in AI, you can start, okay, you're working on the Azure AI fundamentals. If you want to work on the data fundamentals, data analytics, data science, you can also start with the Azure data fundamental. But I'll suggest that okay, if you completely Azure is alien, either you can start with Azure fundamental, or else you can also start with the Azure administration, that is AZ104. And it's not like that first you need to go through this, then this and this. No, you can jump to anywhere. Okay, you can directly go to the Azure DevOps engineer. I'm talking about the exams. Okay, so here you can see that this is how exactly you can go with. Okay, so you can start your career with the AZ900, which is our entire fundamental of the cloud. So I'm going to explain that what exactly we are going to cover here in Azure fundamentals. Then next, you can also go with the Azure administrations, right? Where you need to manage the entire environment. For example, deploying the entire environment, and also repeatable management by using infrastructure as a code. So here we'll understand about the infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service, serverless service, where you don't require any server to run the workload or the programs. It's called its function.
Actually, now for a developer, actually I'm a .NET developer. Okay, for any developer, which certification is more important, and
Yep.
which certification is best?
Yes. So I just said that, let's say you are from the developer background, right? You're a .NET developer and you want to grow your career in the cloud.
Okay.
Obviously, as I said, that the first you need to clear your doubts or basics in a AZ900. You can see these are the actually career path. And once you go with the AZ900, you can also start work exactly for Azure developer. So now here Azure developer, it doesn't mean that, okay, here you need to understand the codings and everything. Know how exactly you help developer on using different tools. So might be, okay, you want to learn with the CI/CD pipeline as well, right? Continuous integration, continuous deployment. You also need to understand about how exactly we can deploy it using Azure tools. So that you will understand in Azure developers.
Okay.
So it's not like that you can directly, okay, understand, okay, let's go with the CI/CD directly, where you understand the code commit, code build, etc. services. No, first you need to understand how exactly virtual machine work, how exactly you can create authentication, authorization, how you can create a, no, how you can create a networking. Because obviously, whenever, even though if your workload is on the cloud, but still you need to create your different environment. So might be in Azure A, no, A console. Yes, YP, just give me a second, then you can ask your question. So it's might happen that, okay, you have a multiple Azure account, because this Azure, it means what? It is a completely pay as you go services. So in organization, it's not like that you have only one account and you have all the workload. No. So in my organization, we are using more than 20, 30 Azure accounts. Some accounts is only for the production where we have a limited access. Some account we have only for the UAT, or let's say development and QA. Okay, so these are, and some account for the projects, different customer projects, right? Because obviously for using single Azure account and we are not providing entire workload, it means what? It is very difficult to manage. So how exactly we can create it, how you can manage it, right? How exactly you can use the storages. Let's say you design some application, and once you design the application, you want to store your all the logs in a Azure Blob Storage, which is the object level storage. Then how exactly you can do that? So that you get understanding here in AZ900. And once you clear here, it is very easy for you to even understand the Azure security engineer. Because why? Because in the security, you need to provide a security to the Azure. How exactly you can mitigate DDoS attacks. How exactly you can block the or let's say host intrusion detection system, network intrusion detection system. These are the different thing that you will understand in the security. So here you will understand the different tools, and your base is AZ900. Make sense now?
Sir, what about that Azure data scientist and Azure AI engineer, last two under
Yeah, I'm coming on that
AI?
topic. Yeah, I'll
Okay.
just start it. I'm coming on this topic.
Okay.
Yeah, because
I
someone
want to
asked
know
me
the
the
difference.
someone asked me the question about these, so that's the reason I'll explain. I'm coming on this. Okay. Before that, do you have any question, folks? YP, you have a question, I guess. You raise your hand. Sorry, may I know your good
Yes,
name?
yeah, my name is Yatin, and
Yatin.
the same thing, the asking about like a AI 900 and Azure AI engineer on those
Mm-hmm.
ones. So if we have to do it, those ones, so the under AI 900, the both we have to do it or just one? And
Okay, I'll
second
explain
question
that.
is like the second question is AZ900. That is called, if we can select the path AZ900, AZ104, and AZ305. So do need a necessary for AZ400 also?
Okay.
That's the question.
Okay, sure. I'll explain that. I'll explain everything. So now, folks, here, okay, as you see here, the AZ will start with the AZ900. And once you understand the basic, you can go either you can go with the Azure administration, either you can go with the developer, and else you can go with the Azure security. And once you complete any one of thing, you can also go with the next one, that is Azure solution architecture, which is more complex. Right? So here it means what? The solution architect expert. So here you can see Azure administration associate and expert. It means what? Here you just need to follow the best guideline, and also you need to deal with the complex environment. Same thing here you can see the developer associate, okay, and here DevOps. So earlier there was also SysOps as well. So SysOps plus DevOps, the combination is nothing but a DevOps engineer. So they retired the SysOps, and now they are coming with Azure DevOps engineer expert, more higher, I can say, complex environment. Then here you can see, okay, either you can go with the AI. Now this AI 900. Now let's suppose you don't know what exactly the AI. You don't know what exactly the difference between generative AI and only AI and machine learning. So if you are completely blank, you can start with AI 900. Here, it is not going to educate you that, okay, what exactly the AI, generative AI, but here you will understand the information about the tool, a basic information about AI tools, which is available in Azure. So do you know any tool? Everyone?
It's a we know generate AI, ML, and AI
No,
both we
that is
know,
a
but I want to
categories.
understand.
No,
Yeah, that is a
no, I
categories.
don't know.
Okay, so no problem. So see, there is a different services in a AI. In a Azure, for example, you have a computer vision, speech services, language services, then Azure AI services, right? Then personalizer services, then Azure ML as well. Okay, so in here you will understand the automated machine learning, ML pipelines, responsible AI tool. So only information that you will get. But once you go with this, and now here you can see AI engineer. Then here you will also understand these services which I explained, plus again a Azure bot services. All right. So it means what, a platform to develop, deploy, and manage AI powered chatbots, which interact users via, let's say, if you are using the Teams, right, Microsoft Teams, you have a inbuilt chatbot, or let's say inbuilt AI MOM collectors. So how exactly you can create those applications, that you will understand in AI engineers. Then cognitive searches. Then no, there are some different AI optimized infrastructures. Okay, so for an example, here you will also understand what exactly those NVIDIA GPUs, which help you for deep learning the different workloads. So you can say, in short, what I'm trying to say is that this is AI 900. It is just the first your basic version if you are not aware of anything. But let's say you are aware about AI and you are somewhat familiar with the AI 900, you can directly go with the Azure AI Engineer. Even though if you complete the AI 900, you can also jump to the Azure AI Engineer. Why? Because you understand basic about AI, and plus additionally, you just need to understand what exactly the AI, then generative AI, machine learning, and then you can directly jump to here as well. See, this Azure here, they have the suggestion, your career path, but it's completely depend upon you how exactly you can start. You can directly jump on that specific certification. For example, I directly jump to this Azure Solution Architecture, and also then I'll complete the Azure Administration as well. So for me, because I already have the knowledge of the Azure, it's my daily work. Okay, and I don't require any certifications. But you know what happened, there are some customer and they have a compliances, okay, set of rules that were going to touch or connect my infrastructure, then that person has to be certified. Then I completed this Azure Administration and the Solution Architect, which is also sponsored by my organization, right? So once you start working, right? So, no one asks you that, okay, what exactly the certification you have. The main thing is that knowledge, what kind of the knowledge that you have it, right? So you can start your training and you can go with these different certification. Let's say you have a data fundamental. So let's say you're from the data science, data analytics background. Then you have or Power BI or something. Then you can go with this PL, DP, DP 1000 and all. Make sense? I guess who asked the question? Yatin? Yatin, make sense or
Yes,
you have a
yes,
confusion?
yes. Yeah. If there is a mandatory and optional, so as you mentioned that Azure solution architect, you have to do be complete first, and then that not mandatory. But I think if we do Azure like a AI 900, and then we can complete AZ 305, we can do that way,
Yeah,
or
you
we
can go
have to
that way
complete.
as well.
But there is a mandatory means AZ 305 or AZ 400, either one we have to be.
See, you can jump around it, right? Earlier, what happened? There is a mandatory certifications, right? So you can see that here. Let me show you. Here you can see
Right.
there are some
Yes.
optional and there are some mandatory as well. Okay, so it means what? First, okay, so it's not like that. key, first I'll go with the AZ and then 305. So when I, do it 1 year back, I directly jump to this. But what I'm trying to say that to understand these, Azure suggests that, okay, at least you have any one of the certification at least. So for example, in our AWS as well, if you want to go with the professional, they suggest that at least 2 year experience, you required it. But it's not like that. You can go with the certification.
So you provide the training for this all certifications also?
Yeah, so I'll provide the Azure fundamentals, then Azure administration, Azure developer, Azure security, architecture, and these one. So that is my cup of tea, the entire one.
Okay.
Okay,
And how about like
I'm working on that. So I completed a certification on AWS AI, and now I'm working on the Azure AI fundamentals.
how about AI fundamental also, right?
Yeah, I'm currently working on AI fundamentals. This one. I
Oh,
completed for the AWS, but I'm yet to complete these 900 yet. So probably in next month, that is my target.
okay. So AI fundamental, AI engineer, and then Azure solution architect. How
Mhm.
about those path if we think?
See, if you are going with the AI, you don't need to go to the solution architect. That's these two are completely different opposite. In here, in AI, you have a completely different services, and in architecture, you have a different Azure services. There is no relation.
No
So if you want
relation.
to,
Okay.
yeah, if you want to work on the architecture level, infra level, you can go via this. But let's say you want to working only on specific AI, you can go here as well. Then if you go to the AI, you don't need to invest your time and money here in completing certification because it's a
Okay.
completely different. But I'll suggest
Right.
that you can complete the training and go with this, certification because here you will understand the basics about the Azure because you are working on AI tools, right? Chatbots and all. But how exactly you integrate it with your virtual machine or how you can deploy it. So that you will understand here in 900.
Mhm.
So, or
And
else,
AI. Mhm.
go ahead.
Okay.
Sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
AI fundamental and AI engineer, what type of tools we have to, like as you mentioned earlier, like AI personalizations, AI speech, AI
Mhm,
translator, AI boot
mhm,
service. So
mhm.
those tools you guys learn, you guys teach to learn this one, or
Yes. So
separate?
see, we haven't started the AI exactly in our session. As I said that I'm still working on AI 900. So we
Right.
haven't started anything, but we started here through the AZ, no, 900, 104 and 305, mainly focus on that.
Okay.
But the difference in the Azure fundamentals and the AI engineer is about the complexity. So here
Right.
you have only introduction part. Like you can in simple term, this is your 10th exam and this is your 12th exam. Okay,
Right.
so if you want to be understand, you can directly jump on the 12th if you have a age difference, right? But
Mhm.
only thing is that whether you have a proper knowledge, then you can do that.
What about Azure data scientists?
So this is for the entire data analytics. Like you have a different tools in data science, or let's say you also have a Power BI. So you use it on premises, but how exactly you can use it on the Azure? So that you will get information in the Power BI or data analytics or
No,
the
no.
data scientist.
Power BI data analysis separate PL 300. I'm asking about what's the difference between last two, DP 100 and AA 1 or 2. Exactly what's the difference? In
See,
deployment, if you do any more ML, machine learning, any deployment, right? Is it data science is required or AI engineer required?
so see, if you are from the data science background, right, a scientist, you
Okay.
don't require at least these AI. But if you have a AI, then it is just an adding flavor on your CV on and your knowledge. So in DP 100, right? So you have a different ML studio as well. So for example, here one of the best, or I can say till now, I use the services that is no code. Now, what exactly the no code? No code, it means what? Let's suppose I don't have any information about the Python or any tool or any languages, but I want to create some code. So by using drag and drop, it create a code for you. That is a no code. Okay. So that feature is available in Azure ML Studio. Like in AWS, it's called the AWS Canvas. These are the two different, I mean to say, vendor of same tool, the cost is different. In Azure, the cost is less as compared to the AWS. Then in DP100, you also have the ML pipelines, clusters. You can also create a ML compute cluster. How exactly you can do that? Then different text analysis, right? The computer visions. So here you can say the 20 or let's say 20 to 30% syllabus is same for these specific two things.
Okay. And what about that Azure.portal.com is there, right? There we created a new resources. Those things, those are all the same related to Azure data analyst, or those are all like Azure fundamentals.
These are the fundamentals.
Okay. Actually, I was learned from Azure.portal.com. There we
Mm-hmm.
created this no code ML studio,
Mm-hmm.
and we created REST APIs,
Mm-hmm.
and some other chatbots also we can create it in
Correct. Data
Azure.portal.com.
science
So
scientist.
where this
And
covered? There is
yeah,
data science.
yeah, in data
Okay.
science also, as I said, that there is a 20 or 30% syllabus is same. For an example, here in Azure Fundamental, Administration and Architecture, there is a 10% syllabus is same, but the weightage is different here. So here you will understand basic, here you will understand moderate, and here you will understand some higher version.
Okay, if anyone interviewer asking, do you know Azure means what is their expectation? Is it only Azure fundamental, or they're expecting any other thing here?
So see, if you are in the basic level, obviously they are expecting AZ 900 and AZ 104 on the basic level. But let's say you
Okay,
already have the experience, let's say you have a five plus years of experience, then here in the infra, at least they're expecting the Azure solution architecture. If you are from the AI ML background with a good experience, you can definitely go with the Azure AI engineer. Or let's say you are from the data science background, they are expecting at least DP100, where you also have a data scientist plus AI. So even though if you
okay.
go to the Naukri.com or somewhere, they have specifically mentioned that, okay, the person should be the Azure Data Scientist certified or the Azure Database Administration, like this.
But both are same, right? Azure data scientist and Azure engineer. Data
No, there
science
is
or
a
AI, both
difference. I
same.
mean to say there is a 20-30% syllabus is same and the rest of is completely different.
Okay.
The
For
basic,
deployment related, is it data science or AI engineering? Deployment, some work
see,
will be there
there
in
are
the
different,
cloud based.
yeah, see. So in the cloud, there are different type of deployment and it is completely based on your use cases. For an
Okay.
example, in till now we use bare metals, we use virtual machine.
No, no, yeah, I'm talking about as per ML engineering, AI
Yeah, that's what
engineering.
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So now he see the AI engineering. It means what? Either you can deploy your workloads on the Azure better bare metal something. You can also use let's say you want to host your AI
GCP.
application, right? So you can also use the virtual machine. Now virtual machine, let's say you want to deploy your AI application for let's say 1 to 3 year. Azure virtual machine is cost friendly. But let's say you are using some serverless services where you want to manage everything from the Azure, which is a completely part of serverless, where you don't need to manage any infra. So in that case, okay, you can go with the serverless, but it is more costly. So you can use the serverless technology only for the limited and short time period. You got my point? What I'm trying to say is,
Somewhat.
Mhm. Okay.
You,
What is the
you can go
confusion?
ahead.
No, but what is confusion here? We want to understand how exactly we can deploy on the production environment or let's say on the product directly development. Am I correct?
Yeah, Azure ML we're deploying, but my question is it related to Azure data scientist or Azure AI engineering? That's my confusion. That's it.
Okay, so see, as I said that here in the data scientist and AI engineer, these are the two different things. But again, the depend upon use case. So obviously you want to say that okay, I want to deploy some AI based application. Let's say I want to deploy chatbots, or let's say I want to use let's say text to speech. Right? You want to
Okay.
create a workload. So obviously you can go with the AI that time. In AI, serverless technology use. But let's say I want to use, let's for an example, Power BI. I want to deploy. Obviously, it's a part of data scientists. So different tool, different technology, different deployment. It's not like that in DP100, you will only understand about the deployment only of the AI. No, it's a completely different. So after that, okay, I'll also, if you want, I can share you the detailed syllabus about what exactly the Azure data scientist and Azure AI engineer.
Okay, okay, no issues. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. Mel, I have one question here. So in
Yes.
IT, yeah, in IT industry, these are all certificate is mandatory.
See, for the starting, at least the certificate is mandatory, but I'm not saying that it is only criteria.
Yeah, actually in IT industry, so okay, these certificates, okay, we can read for couple of days, we can easy to pass all these certificate. But you don't have any real time experience. We have all these certificates, you won't get a job, right?
See, certification will not help you to give a 100% job, but
Yeah, then
certification
why
is one
we
of
do?
the criteria to enter into the market.
Yeah, but actually in the interview, how you perform the interview, I think it's enough to get a job. But all these certificates don't help. I think it's my personal experience.
Hmm.
Don't mind. Yeah.
Yeah, why should I mind?
So
That's
yeah,
Azure is not
yeah,
mine.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, see, actually, yeah, in IT industry, even though they won't see all these certificates at all.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying just now,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
What exactly important?
That
Important is
knowledge
knowledge,
and experience
right?
in the
So
particular field.
as I said that, right? For me, for the Azure, I have only two certification, that is Azure Administration and the Azure Solution Architecture. But till now I work on the security because that's my main job role, right? Then I also work on some AI DevSecOps as well in Azure. No one is asking me about these certificate, but when there is an compliances, as I say that earlier, I only completed Azure Solution Architecture. I forced to, my organization asked me to forcefully completed the Azure administration. Why? Because there is a compliances, there is a requirement from the customer that whoever is going to access my environment, they'll have to be certified by these and this. So in AWS, I completed more than 6x certification. Why? Because I'm authorized instructor. I got a free coupons every year. So that's the reason. If you have a free, then why should we waste it? So that's the reason I have a multiple certificates. But the main thing is about the knowledge, how you exactly tackle the interview. That is more important. And it's not like that you can just apply. Okay. The main thing is that you saw some opening on the LinkedIn page. Obviously, you just applied. That is not going to help. Your networking is also more important.
Hello. Sorry to interrupt. I have one question.
Go ahead, please.
Yeah. Okay. Once we completed the certification, do we have any environment to practice for getting experience? Yes. Through the experience only, if somewhere we attend the interview, we can able to answer. So after completing the certificate, we cannot perform in the interview. So are you providing kind of platform like group for experiencing troubleshooting, like
See,
anything
yeah.
practice like
So,
troubleshooting?
yeah. So, while teaching, I'm not going to use any kind of the PPT. I'm going to use only two things. One is my whiteboard and second one is a console. So whatever
Okay.
I'm going to explain, that is completely on the real scenario base, a
Yeah.
practical and the scenario base only.
Yeah.
So once you complete the training, I'll also help you to clear the certification if you want to go. All right.
Okay.
And
One
we'll
more thing.
also, yeah, go ahead.
I got it. One more. When if we are a newbie to join to the Azure portal, we have $200 something for
Yes, correct.
voucher
Correct.
that we can
That is
utilize, but they have some certain period, like 1 month or
1 month
something.
only.
Yeah, yeah. So after that, it will expire.
Yes.
So if we want to practice again, we
Create a
have
new
to
account, create a
create a
new email ID.
subscription. We have to create a subscription, or we
Yes.
have to. It depends upon the plan. We have to what we are choosing.
Yeah, correct.
So
So,
there each day it's counting.
correct.
So if we take to complete the training or practice 6 months, we have to pay until 6 months.
See, you
So
can,
is there any other way to practice like group? Because if there is a batch 10 people, so together, if there is another way to practice,
okay. So
um,
in this case, what I'll suggest you that you can use a different mail ID and create a new Azure directly. So till now, I
okay,
use more than 10, 20 Azure portals for my
yeah,
learning
that's one.
purpose.
from the 200 voucher, we cannot access all the resources. There are
Exactly,
limitations.
exactly. There are some limitations. So whatever the free things that I'm going to share it, which is more than sufficient for the practice.
Okay. Example, I work in IT sector, like system administrator in hospitality industry. So for us, we have to practice in Active Directory how it is, and in tune services. This kind of area I have to explore more and I have to learn. So
MDM
those
services.
they are not providing free service like for the beginner.
Correct.
So
See,
for
at
that
the
we
end
have to
of
take a subscription. Yeah.
yeah, so end of the entire thing, you will get a charge almost something around 100 150 rupees, not more than that.
Okay.
Right? So in case if you feel that okay, it is about to reach, just create a new account because that is a limitation.
But
Like AWS
even though we
here,
have what I tried 2-3 times, because even if you register, it will ask for the credit card details.
yeah, so you can change the I mean to say you
So
can
if
take it from your friend.
yeah, okay,
Yeah.
every day we have to, because I
Yes,
already
that
tried
is
that way.
yeah.
If the credit card already registered, they would not allow to register
No,
again.
no. So they will only allow 2 times. After that, they will
Yeah.
not allow the same credit
So
card.
so practically, it's not easy to do that.
Exactly. We need to do a jugaad, Indian jugaad.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. It is not like that, okay, we can go with the legal way, but no, we need to have some jugaad.
yeah.
So
As
yeah,
one of
you
the
don't
guys
find
said,
yeah, so you
yeah, you
don't
can
find such
complete
a
the
issue.
exam. Yeah, tell me.
Go ahead, sorry.
One of the guys said in the before that we can complete the exam, but to get a opportunity somewhere, we have to answer the questions in troubleshooting way.
Correct.
For that, we have to experience, we have to play, we have to practice a lot
Correct.
with the real scenario situation like simulation or something.
Yes.
But
So
in
see,
on premises, we can download the OS and install whatever we want, we can play if we have it. But in Azure, we
so
have to pay for all
I
the services.
correct. So see, I can also suggest one more thing that you can create or you can purchase a Linux Foundation's account. Let's say we have
Yeah.
a group of member, you can purchase
Yes.
it, and there you'll also get a labs as well. That lab also you can use it. Where you will
In
not have
Azure. Or,
yeah, so in Linux Foundation tool, okay, I'll share you that later on.
okay.
So in
Yeah.
that you can just purchase it for the 1 year, and under that you also have a specific labs as well. So they have their own virtual environment, whether it is AWS, Azure, or the GCP. You can also perform a
Okay.
practical on that, but you need to purchase it.
Yeah.
See,
But the
because we
problem
are
is it's not a one-time course. It's counting by hour, day, month, like that.
correct. See, we
So
need to
if
juggle
we
it. We
delay
don't
to
have any
practice,
option.
yeah, if we delay to practice, it's keep on adding to the billing.
Yes, correct. And see, in the AWS or Azure or GCP, you need to be updated every time. Because what happen
Okay.
every after 20, 30, or let's say every quarter, these cloud provider updates and upgrade themselves as well. So you also need to be
Okay.
a very up to date. So once you decided, okay, I'll go with the thing, you need to decide or you need to promise yourself that, okay, I'll keep updating every time. So even though after 10, 15 days is also a big period.
Yeah.
So regarding the billing and regarding the creating account, there is no any option. We'll have to do some jugaad as well. There is no any other
Oh,
option.
sorry, Jugaad means I didn't get.
I mean to say adjustment.
Oh, sorry. Okay, okay. To some other cards or something to get the
Yes,
$200 benefit.
exactly.
Got it. Thank you.
Okay, great.
Hello. Hi,
Yes.
Pratik here. I
Yes,
want to
Pratik.
switch my career in the Azure cloud.
Mm-hmm.
So what will be the starting point to learn the entry level? First,
Yeah.
we have to start with AG.
Yes, correct. This is one I'm talking about.
Yes, yes.
Right.
Mm.
So this AZ900 certification is, I can say it is designed for the beginners, non-technical professional who want to gain fundamental understanding of the cloud concept and Azure services. See, it does not require any prior cloud experience. And obviously, I can say it is very excellent starting point for the IT professional, business decision makers, and student as well.
Yeah.
So in the AZ900 exam, focus on several important areas. For example, you will understand the benefit of the cloud computing, such as a high availability, scalability, elasticity, cost efficiency. And you also learn more about core Azure services like virtual machine, Azure storage, virtual network,
Yeah.
app services. You also exploring the different Azure pricing models, cost management, strategies, support plans. Then you also understand about the Azure security features, compliance standards, IAM, okay, with Azure Directory. Compliance, it means what? Identity management. So this certification is very ideal for a IT professional who explore the cloud technology, non-technical business professional working with Azure services, student and let's say beginner who is looking to enter into the cloud
Yeah, yeah.
industries.
But actually, currently I am working as a technical support and desktop support.
Mhm.
Uh, that's why I think to switch my career in the cloud. The cloud is nowadays is advanced, no,
It's a
no
mandatory.
mandatory for them.
Yep. So
Yeah.
no matter whether you're from the which no area, whether it is you're from the support network, okay, or administrator, you must understand the cloud because as I said that there are many organizations they already migrate to the cloud and currently over is an pending they start migrating on the cloud.
Okay.
Sir,
For
I
this,
have
we have
regarding
to,
this.
sorry, for this, we have to create a Azure account for,
Yes, yeah. Just now we are discussing the same actually. We need to create a free tier account where AWS provide $200.
okay.
Yeah, but after that, if after 1 month, again we need to some adjustment. We can use some different credit card, friend or something. Again, create an account with different new mail ID.
Okay.
Sir, when comparing with Azure and GCP, which is the best recommended?
So see, if you have Google GCP is a latecomer into the market. But let's say you want to learn or you want to make your career in the AI and ML, then Azure GCP is the best as compared to the GPU, as compared to the training your AI model, and obviously the cost. For that, GCP is very good as compared to the AWS, AWS, Azure, Oracle, and all. For the databases, OCI is more, very good.
So my question
AWS,
is Azure and GCP, which is
yes.
best for AI engineering?
So I tell you, right? That's in GCP.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Yeah. Because I already told you the reason why. The reason is that in that GCP you have a very good chance to train your AI model as well. Then they have a more GPU processor as well as compared to the Azure, and the cost is also a less as compared to the Azure.
Got it.
Yeah, so that is the reason I say that GCP is the best.
But here Azure ML also there, right? There without no coding also one more option is there. Why
Yes,
can't I
so
show?
in every tool, okay, you have a no code options in every tool, whether it is GCP, Oracle, Alibaba, right, or even though AWS as well. So you will get a similar benefit or similar feature as well. So once you understand any one product, it is very easy for you to understand other products as well because the concept is same. So
Got it.
in Azure, it's called virtual machine. In GCP, it's called virtual machine. In AWS, it's called EC2. In AWS, the storage called S3. In Azure, it's called the blob storage. And in Google, it's Drive. So in Azure, for serverless, it's called functions, or sorry, the Lambda. Or in AWS, it's called Lambda. In Azure, it's called a functions. But actually, the working is same. Only thing is that some additional feature and the cost.
Got it. Blob store is in Azure only, right?
Yes, that is a serverless storage services, object based only.
But in AWS it is S3 buckets.
S3, correct. Not S3 bucket. Bucket is a folder. S3 only.
Okay. What about GCP? The same is
It's a
storage
drive,
vector.
storage drive.
No, I think vector something is there, right?
It's a kind of different thing. So you can also use storage drive as well.
Okay. Vertex AI something is there. There is not storage related.
Sorry, I'm not aware about it.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, it's time to wrap up. Any question, folks? Any question, folks, here?
Yeah, I have one question here. So what is the plan for this training? So in which area you are going to focus on this
Yeah.
training?
So
Yeah,
I'm going to focus.
so far you explained all these things. It's covered. It's not at all possible. And though even though if it possible also you can't work all these area.
Obviously, no one, it's
Yeah,
not possible. It will take you
never,
1 2 year
never.
to
Yeah,
understand these entire thing.
out
So
of
our
100.
mainly
Yeah.
focus is on the AZ900 and
No,
AZ104.
no. I'm not talking about that certification level. So at Azure DevOps or Azure Data Engineer or Azure Data Analyst or Azure Data EI area, right? So in your training, so what you are going to focus on that?
So as I said that whatever the syllabus that we have on AZ900, we'll start with first this. And this, then after that, we'll focus on 104 syllabus. See, if you want to, what we are trying to say, I'm not trying to say that, okay, you go with the certification. I'm talking about the syllabus. The syllabus which we have in the 900 that I'm going to explain, and the 104 that I'm going to explain.
Okay,
So
so
900,
yeah, all
900,
these things.
104, sorry, 900, 104, and 305. How much the
Yes.
cost when you
So
teach?
sorry. So I don't have information about the cost. You need to contact your technical account manager for to understand the cost, right? So or else you can also contact on this number, this 93254 08926. The cost you will get from there only, because I'm the freelancer, the trainer here, and I conduct for AWS and Azure.
Sir, I want to understand what is the difference between Azure ML and AWS SageMaker.
Yeah, we'll share the information. At the moment, so it is not in the agenda today, these things,
Okay,
but
got it. Okay.
you can just compare it. We will definitely share you this some documentation.
Yes, sir. What will be the duration for this course?
So the duration for the AZ900, at least I need the 40 hours, 30 to 40 hours. And for the next, again, it's same. For one, it's more than 30 to 40 hours. So daily we sit around 1.5 hours. So it goes around 1+ month.
Okay.
Yep.
Will
Any
you,
other questions?
will you also cover the Azure data engineering side?
No, no, no. As I said, I'm focusing only on the three at the moment, not everything. 900, 104, 305.
Yeah, all these three, all these three are related to DevOps side or what?
No, DevOps is a different.
Okay, so what about all these things?
Architecture, administration, design, manage, planning.
Okay, so without basic knowledge of Azure cloud, so can we become a Azure architect level?
Yes, first you need to go through with this.
Okay,
So this
but
is of steps that we design. That's
okay,
the first, it's a second, and then third.
okay. Yeah, actually, it's my knowledge. Actually, Azure architect, it's at least minimum 6 to 7 or 8 to 9 years of in the as a work as a cloud platform. So then you
See, this is
become
a name of the name of the certification. If you want to
okay.
become the architecture, you require more than 7 8 years of experience.
Yeah.
So once you complete the training, you can apply for the cloud engineer, cloud administrator, or even though there is also a term called FinOps, okay, financial operation, where you are the responsible to save the cost. Technical account manager, that is also a dual role, techno commercial, where you have if you have a sales no, knowledge, or let's say a good communication, plus you want to go with the techno commercial, you can also apply for that role as well. So you have a multiple options. Arch Solution architecture role, as a in your designation, it required 7 8 year or plus experience. Yeah, make sense, folks? I have a 4 minutes.
This course is completely the code free, or we need
Yep,
to code.
there is no prerequisites. Got it, Arjun?
I need to ask this thing. While you're training this course, it's like a AZ 900, AZ 104, and AZ 305. All the three certifications are covered up at the same time.
No, it's a different zone. So I said that for the AZ 900, I required at least 30-40 hours. Then we'll start administration and then we'll start the architecture.
Okay, it
Yeah.
means that like when we join this course, so it is there. All these
We'll
courses
start
are
with the AZ 900 first.
okay. So it means that the course for AZ 900 is for that 1 month duration. After that,
Correct.
if the AZ 104 is if you're going to take, then next we need to also access. Sorry, we need to also join this course for AZ
Exactly.
AZ. Okay, okay.
Correct. Your understanding is correct.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, folks, last 2 minutes. Last 2 minutes, folks.
It
Thank
will
you
be a
so
virtual
much.
training or
Online training only.
online training only. Okay.
So you will get the recordings and everything
Okay.
through our portal.
If
Yep.
you missed any session, we
Yeah,
have
you have a recording options.
Okay. Thank you.
If we complete
May
one or two of the, you can continue.
no, you can ask. After you, I can ask.
Okay, if we finish one or two certification from this, you guys are putting for the placement if we want to switch the career to based on this course,
Yeah,
based
so
on the certification.
yep. So we have a placement team, but I'm not the right person to answer that. So we have a separate team as well, but I'm not the right
Okay,
person. You can ask your technical account managers.
okay, thank you.
Mm. Last 1 minute, folks. Okay, thank you everyone. Thank you for joining the sessions. We might have another uh, demo
Thank
as
you.
well where I'll explain some more things. Okay, let's stay tuned. And in case of any doubts, anything that you have in your mind, then please feel free to contact on this number. So thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much for joining the
Okay,
session.
thank you.
Let's meet.
Thank you for
in
your
Thank you,
next.
time.
man. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Bye bye.
you.
Have a great
Thank
day.
you so much.
Enjoy evening, folks. Bye bye, and happy weekend.
Okay.